What is the deal? What is good? What is good? Raider Nation. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Uh y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's hit it. Let's go.
Inside Allegiant Stadium for the first time this year. Touchdown Raiders! Some traffic is picked off by Robert Spillane. Jack Jones! Amazing. Let's go, Jack Jones! The back and he caught there for the touchdown! And drilled from behind. Ball's out. Football running.
This is a great opportunity for us to come home in front of our family, fans, Raider Nation, the Black Hole.
Raiders! Goddamn right.
Yo, what is good? Salute Nation. What it do? What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Raiders. I am your host, Jay Raider, alongside my newest partner, my guy, Raider Rundown. What is good, my boy? How's it going? I can't hear your mic, dog.
Damn, Mike is muted. Look,
Mike is
the
muted.
kinks out. We getting the kinks out. But
There we go.
hey, man, we feeling good on this Saturday morning, man. We feeling blessed as always, man. Some moves went down last night. You know that kind of pissed me off a tad, but we gonna go ahead and touch on that. I'm already knowing.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Hey, appreciate everyone pulling up on the Saturday morning as usual. If you guys are new, appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure you guys check in, smash that subscribe button, click those likes, help us support the shows on both shows. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap in and do that for us for sure, 100%. Really quick before we go ahead and really get into it and get into the meat and potatoes of today. Let's go ahead and check in with the chat, brother. We got to
Yes,
say what's
sir.
up to everybody for sure. Salute to my guy Luis. He already mad, dog. He's already mad. We gonna
I
get into
see.
it, dog. We gonna get into it. Get some
couple
coffee real
comments like
quick,
this.
dog.
Yes,
get
get
some
a couple
coffee,
comments
dog.
like this. I understand. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna talk
Yes,
about that,
sir.
but yeah, that was
Yeah,
that one.
we gonna get into it for sure. We feel you. Salute to Edgar. Appreciate you tapping in. Dominique, what is good? What is good? Salute. My guy Leo, what is good, brother?
Yeah,
Salute.
what's the deal, family? What's going on with you?
Yes, sir.
Raider
Yes, sir.
way.
Right away. Yes, sir. Salute. Uh our guys over at Raider Nation Live. Salute. Gabe,
What's the
salute.
deal,
What up?
family?
What
What
up?
up, Gabe? What up,
Yes,
Gabe?
sir. Jeffrey,
Pigs, pigs.
what it do? Yeah, we about to get into it for sure.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, can't forget our guy.
What up,
Raider
Prez? What's the
Resistance.
deal, bro?
Yes, sir.
What's the
All
deal?
right. So let's go ahead and kick things off for sure. So we about to bring our next guest. He is one of the three hosts of Raider Nation Live. They do their show Sundays and Wednesdays on YouTube. Make sure you guys head over and give them a subscribe. Give them a follow for sure. Let's go ahead and bring on the next guest, none other than Whatuplow. What is good? What is the deal, my brother? How's it going?
What up, Jay? What up, bro? How you guys doing, brother?
Man,
Good,
we
good,
chilling, bro.
man.
Blessed.
Brothers.
That's
Blessed,
Saturday
man.
morning.
We are blessed, bro. We are blessed
Yeah,
as
hell yeah.
always, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just enjoying my morning and getting ready. Just I finished having my coffee. I'm all pumped up, ready to get mad at fucking all the bullshit that's going on. But anyway,
Yeah.
hey, we were just talking off camera right now. I was like, bro, like my boy's been going in, man. When I was listening to him yesterday, if you guys watch the show, I was listening to him yesterday, and right when I was listening to him, I was going through some bullshit through two supervisors, and they were trying to measure who's things bigger, whatever or not. So I'm in the middle, like just sitting there looking at him. So it's like kind of threw me off, and then I started listening to Gabe, and he was all pissed, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. So it's like perfect time. I was like, I had to shut him off, bro, because I was getting mad. I was getting all pumped up. But
I know, man. I pulled up and there I got like right in the heat of it. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah. Probably at the same time I did too.
Yeah.
Y'all was going in, bro. Y'all was going in. But I'm definitely ready to talk about it, man. Definitely ready to talk about some moves.
Yeah, definitely,
Right.
definitely, man.
Cool.
Thank you, Jay and Ron, man. You know what it is, man. Appreciate you guys, man. For real.
Man, ain't nothing, bro. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and kick this off with this week's free agency signings. Let's go ahead and recap that for just a bit. Raiders, the Raiders signed linebacker Eladon Roberts for a 1 year, $3 million deal. Also, Raiders signed a cornerback Lonnie Johnson Jr. From Carolina. He's a Raider now. And then cornerback Eric Stokes, he signed a 1 year, $4 million deal. But I think really the highlight so far of this free agency signing will be Jeremy Chin to a 2 year, $16 million deal. That happened early this week for sure. We did lose some people for sure. We lost Spillane, Morris, and Hobbs. Not on that list was Epps. Also, you can go ahead and tack him on, and then Chase on as well. We lost this week, so let's go ahead and get into it, guys. How are we feeling about these signings? How we feel about the losses? I know it's been a tough week for sure for Raider Nation. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, Lo, go ahead, take it off, man.
Oh shit. Okay, so shout out to my boys, man. And a lot of people are getting uncomfortable, and it is free agency. But one of the things that they did say, what we have done as Raider fans, bro, we've tend to look at mid-tier or lower mid-tier and try to put them on a pedestal. And we've been so used to mediocrity that it's kind of like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, everyone was pumped up. We got Pete Carroll, we got Gino. Gino's a great, sign. Nothing bad about it at all. But you start really look at the numbers. You look at Stokes, man, number 1 draft pick, but has been injured 25 games. What's the name? Robert's been in the league for since I was like a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And that was years ago. But like, you know what I mean? And he's like a run stuffer. We lose Diablo that had a lot of tackles. You lose Spillane. There's all these moves aren't what we expect. And then we turn around and look at it and go like, all right, let's go. Because we're so used to like getting these guys respectfully are special teams players. I don't see Chin being like the hard hitter. Like if you go, shout out Gravy, man. You go look at the footage of Chin, he's getting burnt in most of the plays. He's always getting burnt and always hurt too. And like I always like the redemption story and stuff like that, but we haven't done anything great moving forward, like at all. Like the Gino's great, you know what I mean? But then now people are sitting there comparing Gino to like Sam Darnold. There's no comparison, bro, at all. And everybody around us is getting better. We could have got Khalil Mack for 18. Come on now, man. We signed Kuntz. Then we're, losing Spillane was a big thing for me. You know what I mean? Now, Roberts, that's cool. Yeah. It was, dude. I looked at his tackles. I was looking at his stats. He went from 30 to 50 to 79 to 150 something, and then last year 160 something tackles. I'm like, bro, he was our defense. He was our defense, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And to be complacent with what we got, bro, it's kind of frustrating because we always got to like, we're trying to pump up these guys that, you know, that aren't really what we need, you know, and then the Raider Nation and what I've seen is, well, we'll go for, man, we're going to blow it up in free agency. Then we get a free agency and we don't do shit. Oh, well, we're going to go to the draft. And it's like, we just keep like moving the goalposts for us. We got no offensive lineman. Kappa's not bad. He had a good year 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Great backup piece. A lot of these guys are backup pieces. You know what I mean? Because we're going to be depending on like Sam Webb. We're going to be depending on Smith. We're going to be depending on guys that haven't even developed yet. And then we're going to base everything moving forward on rookies coming in. It's a hard swallow for me, bro. It's difficult to look at. And it's hard,
right.
Like, you know what I mean? And I try to be as positive as possible, bro, but this fucking sucks.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, overall, I'm not very, very happy with the signings. You know what I mean? I know that there's pieces that we need because we lost certain pieces. I wasn't really big on Hobbs. I was a little bit upset with Morig leaving.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? But Spillane was the biggest one for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spillane was the biggest one for me. So that's, and we missed out on Greenlaw. Like, okay, let's talk. Well, I'll bring it up a little bit more, but that's kind of like the way I'm feeling right now, bro. Like, I'm not seeing the vision, and I don't want to put everything on the coaching because Pete Carroll, 73 years old, can't go out there and go hit motherfuckers and go tackle and not get injured. He can have that motivation. Coaches are supposed to motivate, but you have lower tier players that we're trying to bring up. You want to bring up rookies. You know, a lot of these guys probably have bad habits and stuff like that. Look at Geno Smith. Geno Smith, if you watch the Pivot podcast, I like watching our players talk or interview and stuff like that. If you go back 2 years ago when he had that great year, he was on Pivot podcast. You know, because you get a lot of their mannerisms. You can kind of tell what type of person they are. You know what I'm saying? And he basically stated, like, you know, when he was in New York, nobody was telling him what to do. Those 2 years, and everybody shit on him, oh, he's done. But New York has obviously been a horrible team for years. And then we bring him over here when he's doing good, and I think he's going to develop because he's already developed. He's been in the league. He was behind Eli Manning, behind all these different quarterbacks, and watching him, Russell Wilson. So he had his moments. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see somebody like that develops over all this time. That's great because that's what we want. But we want to win now. And Pete Carroll's only going to be here for 3 years. We're in win now mode. These aren't win now mode movements. You know what I mean? These aren't players that are going to get you to the next level. You know what I mean? So, and that it's a little frustrating. Actually, it's a lot fun.
Yeah. Got you. Definitely had to get that out. Jay, you want to go? You want me to go?
All right, go ahead, Pete.
Well, okay. For me, I agree with like half of your sentiment when we talking about the mediocrity, right? Like, and I'm like, I agree with that. I agree with the mediocrity because we've gotten so used to doing that. But where like I start to disagree is with our own players. And I ain't gonna lie to you, right? For me personally, this is just me, right? And this ain't me saying like I love what the Raiders do all the time because bro, I'm very critical. But for me, if I'm comparing, Trayvon Merrick is not $9 million better than Jeremy Chin. He's not. You say what you want. Feel what I'm saying? And Jeremy Chin played 94% of Washington snaps last year, and they went to the NFC Championship game. So I seen him do what he's supposed to do. So I'm cool with that, right? I don't think, and honestly, I really think Trayvon and Chin are in the same point in their careers. Like we just saw Trayvon be good last year. I don't want to have all this recent memory where like, oh man, Trayvon's been good for 4 straight years. Like, no, he's not. No, he has not been good for 4 straight years. And even last year, when we did see him be good, it wasn't even for the role that we drafted him originally for. We drafted this man to be a center field, take the ball away, make plays on the ball, safety. He has not done that in 4 years. Till last year, he came in here. He was like, all right, now we're closer to the ball, doing all these things, closer to the line of scrimmage. But we didn't know he can do that. So now we're like, all right, well, cool. But the Panthers giving him $17 million, egregious. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nate Hobbs, You feel me? Nate Hobbs, that's one you could say we kind of don't really have a replacement for that. And the Eric Stokes don't really impress me. It don't really excite me. You feel what I'm saying? Like it is. I'm more cool with Jack Jones and Ja'Cory Bennett already anyway. So I was never even really tripping off the corner aspect of it. Now we kind of do need a slot, but then again, right? Hobbs wasn't on the field enough for me to miss him. I'm gonna be honest, right? Like we talked about Eric Stokes, 25 games. Shit, Hobbs missed 17 games in 3 years. So then it's, you feel me? Like I feel like more of it, and I'll get into Spillane. More of it is we're mad because we went lateral. We didn't like improve, right? Which I understand that, and I understand that because these are lateral moves. I feel like most of these dudes are like similar players. Like even Spillane did hurt, and I do understand that. But even looking at Elandon Roberts' film, and look, he brings similar things, right? Even if Spillane stayed, we would have the same issue in saying we need a coverage linebacker. You feel what I'm saying? Like even if Spillane was here, say, and so are we willing to say for $13 million, like we still need a coverage linebacker? When I can say for $3 million, we still need a coverage linebacker, but I'm only paying this motherfucker $3 million, right? So it's like that's kind of the difference for me. Now, Chason, I get what people was mad at that, but you can't really be mad at Chason, bro. I mean, like it was $5 million, and for that amount of money, he chose to be a starter. You feel what I'm saying? Like that just is what it is. He's either you're gonna choose to be a starter on the Patriots or you're gonna choose to be fourth in the rotation here. Because I'm sorry, everybody, even if you hate Tyree Wilson, this motherfucker will play. He's going to play. Like it's gonna happen because this motherfucker's a first round pick. So he's going to be part of that rotation, bro. Chason just don't get handed shit here. So he's got to go over there. But for me, most of the shit, I'm not really mad at what's been done because to me, the floor has been raised, right? Like and people don't like to hear that, but shit, we won 4 games last year. Our floor is 7, maybe. Maybe you fuck around and get 8 games this year. I'm happy because I'm like, well, that's improvement, right? Now, next year, because for me personally, and I'm gonna let Jay take it, bro, I'm not looking at this year like we're supposed to make the playoffs. I'm just not. I never looked at it like that. 25 is to build. 2026 is when we start saying, all right, bro, now you're gonna have to come fuck with us. So this is to get the culture right, to learn how to win. We got motherfuckers on this team that don't even know how to win at all. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta figure that shit out. So me, I'm not gonna shed no tears over nobody that really left just because, one, I feel like players we got are similar, and 2, we ain't won years. We ain't did shit. We ain't won no playoff game. We ain't fucking around. I mean, I'm not saying it's they fault, but you know, part of it contributes if they were starting. That's just me.
Yeah, for sure. I think what everybody is frustrated on is that we haven't made a big splash signing, and sometimes people get confused with, going out and paying a guy, 30-40 million dollars to go ahead and bring on the team for 1 or 2 years is going to make all the difference. I get one side of that, but at the same time too, you need other pieces to go ahead and have in place as a supporting cast to make sure that these guys that we bring on are on a winning team. Like I understand that we lost Spillane, and I'm with you, bro. It hurt. It hurt. I didn't really see that one coming. I honestly thought he was going to be brought back. But at the end of the day, these are business decisions. I mean, you can't be mad at a dude who literally got offered a bag to go play somewhere else that we weren't entirely going to go ahead and match on, right? Because there's other dudes that either are the same or are an upgrade to him at fraction of the cost, and that's what we did. Yeah. As soon as he left, we brought in Elandon Roberts, he's a dog. I'm gonna just tell you, go watch the film on him. The guy brings it, and he's looking at the comparables. They're the same, if not, he's an upgrade to Spillane, right, for a fraction of the cost. We lost Morig, we brought in Chin, and looking at the comparables, Chin is the better player at fraction of the cost. So all this is obviously being built up and saved because we only have so much money on the cap. I've been saying roughly about 28 million Now, because if you go over the cap or you go to Spot Track, it hasn't been updated yet. It still says 48, but they still haven't put Eric Stokes, Kuntz on the books, Lonnie Johnson, and Moser. Right, they haven't put them on the books yet. So if you add some of those signings onto that, you get roughly about anywhere from like 25 to 30 million dollars, roughly. So that's how much we got left. Mind you, we still got to put some money aside for the rookie from the free agents, right? I mean, from the draft that we're signing.
I think they already put that shit to the side. I think.
I don't know. I don't know if that's already put on the side or if it's not included. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, normally I would think they could put that on the side, but either way, like, let's say they don't, you still got to put that on the side. So you only got so much to work with. So you got to go out there and be smart and strategic with your acquisitions, right? So I feel that's what they're doing right now. But let's kind of go ahead and talk about this. I mean, I was hoping that they signed Becton, because Becton was floating out there for days, and then
can I interject real quick? I just want to interject because I see our guy Raider Alex in the comments, right?
Shout out Alex, bro.
And shout out Alex, bro. I love the content. But he asked if the Raiders have signed Spillane to Hobbs to their new contracts, would the nation have been mad? Me personally, I would have been pissed. Me personally, because I don't believe in Hobbs. Like, not saying that, but it's just the simple fact of like Hobbs has missed so many games. I cannot count on Hobbs in a full season. We just cannot. That's, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we've seen it multiple times. So it's like, at that point, cool. Spillane, if you would have gave Spillane that type of money, I would have been like, all right, so be it, right? So be it. But it's still a lot of bread, bro. And to be honest, for me, I feel like the guys that got the contracts from us, these is the contracts that Merrick and them should have been getting. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Like, take the Raider shit off. Merrick don't deserve no damn $17 million per year. Be real with yourself, bro. He's a top 5. He's a top 4 highest paid safety in the league right now. Do you think he's a top 4 safety? No. Fuck no, he's not. Let's just keep it a bean. He's not. Hobbs is damn near one of the highest paid slot corners in the league. When he's on the field, sure, right? He's one of those. But the contract the Packers gave that motherfucker suggests we don't really think you're going to be on the field that much anyway. When you got $48 million they give him and only $12 million is guaranteed, that's basically a 1-year deal too. You feel what I'm saying? It's basically a 1-year deal. Because if he's hurt this year, they're going to cut his ass. That's just what's about to happen. And then last but not least, bro, who else we talking about? What's the last one? I said Hobbs. I said Spilly's the only one you can convince me, bro, that you're like, damn, maybe maybe you could have upped the bread a tad. I understand, right? But let's not act like Spilly is spring chicken either. Spilly 30. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Spilly 30. Landon's 30. I mean, shit, we trying to give Spilly like 5 years? Like, dog, like he's a linebacker. 30. He's at 30 right now, bro. Like, it's getting up there. You know what I'm saying? It's getting up there. And we need to get younger anyway. So just for me, I would have been hot if they gave them that type of money. Because I'd have been like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? Like, it makes no sense for players that have not proven anything to me. That's just me, bro. I gotta take the Raider shit off and be like, when have we seen the steady improvement besides Spillane? Spillane, the only one where you're like, yeah, dog, like that. You saw improvement every year. You know what I'm saying? It just took this year for us to be like, oh, Merrick, damn. Oh, Merrick's that guy. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, though.
So I'm looking at Devon Diablo and Eldon Roberts, right? I'm looking at their total snap counts, right? Total snap counts for Roberts is only 478. Diablo was 689. So when you look at those numbers and we bring in Roberts, like, we got to look at like breakdown, right? If we're going to break it down, you got to try to see if the value is worth what they are, right? So I'm looking at the total snaps right now. He had less than 500. And so that's why his grade is so high. Yeah, he can come in and be a snap, but see, look, run defenses, he's at 255. Diablo was at 309. So obviously the numbers are going to be misconstrued. So when you look at that overall number, you're like, oh man, he's way better. But if you turn around and go look at Spillane, let me pull up Spillane real quick. Hold up, my bad. I'm just looking at it right now. I'm just looking at all the free agents, right? So I'm gonna look at Spillane's fucking snap count, bro. 1,900 and 1,093. That's how many times he was on the. He's fourth highest in the league. So when you look at the numbers, even though he's a thumper, bro, I get it. It's a hard hitting league. We want that, right? The drop off is tremendous, bro. 600 less snaps, bro. Like, and we're thinking we're
with
improving.
Spillane, that's the one. That's the one. With Spillane, I give
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But
he's even
let's
below on snaps with fucking Diablo.
But
That's
see,
the crazy
Diablo,
thing.
that's the one, bro. I'm sorry. Half of Elandon snaps from Elandon snaps are more impressive than Diablo's full snap.
Oh
yeah. Nobody tells me, dog. Like, I am not no fan. And this, you know, I get heated. So obviously, Lo, if we start talking about this, just full disclosure, you know, I'm not getting heated at you. But you already know what time it is. But regardless of it, I'm like, everybody know that be on my channel, dog. When you say the name Divine Diablo, you know what fucking time it is, dog. That shit immediately my blood gets to curl, right? Like my shit goes cold. Because that right there is one of the worst linebacker plays I've seen in this uniform. I'm gonna be honest, bro, because and then we talk about the snaps, right? How many times from Diablo, bro? I play his shit out like a novella. We all know what that shit is because it's always the same shit on the TV. It's always the same drama. Motherfucker comes in at the beginning of the year. Oh my God, Divine Diablo. Jesus Christ, man. This man, he's looking to break out this year. Okay, first 4 games, you're like, okay, Divine might do something. Then the motherfucker gets hurt, right? Then after he gets hurt, it take 3-4 games to get back, and then he don't play at the same level that he did when he first got it beginning of the season. And it's happened for 3-4 years, bro. Like 3-4 years. And I'm tired of seeing this man miss tackles, run behind people. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit pisses me off. He's big for no reason at times. So we ain't missing too much with Divine. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. No, but see the comparison. People are excited. You know, everyone is hurt because the simple fact that Spillane left, right? But look at his production: 1,000 snaps, 1,000, almost 1,100 snaps. Compared to Roberts, that only has like not even what I put it. I'm sorry, my bad. It was like 300, 700.
Yeah,
snaps.
it was something else. Yeah,
like 680 something. Well, no, it's less than that. I'm sorry. Let me bring it up real quick. I'm sorry. Roberts' snaps were 1,000 snaps, and this is the guy that's supposed to replace it to 478 total snaps, bro. That's insane. Spillane has doubled that, and then we're saying, oh, we would have been paid what? How much did we pay Roberts? How much did we pay him?
It was $5 million.
It was 5? Oh,
I think it was 5.
1 year, $3 million, bro.
That's dirt cheap. That's just dirt, bro. That's
okay, Chris. Okay, pull up Chris's thing where it says snap. Shout out Chris, bro. And it says snap counts don't matter. What matters is how great you are when you're in this. Spillane has way less snaps than Perryman when we got him. We ended up okay. Okay, see, but what we're talking about is I get what you're saying, but then yet we can't. If we can't count snap counts, then we can't do grades. You see what I'm saying? Because we can't look at the grades because just mathematically and statistically, the more you're in there, the less your percentage is going to go down. It's just math, bro. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? For him to have be the fourth fucking guy. Hold on, let me pull it up again one more time. In snap counts, he's 4th in the league and linebackers on the field, bro. 3rd in solo tackles, right? Now let's look up oh shit. Solo tackles 32. 32 solo tackles, and he's overall. Let me see. What was he overall snap ranked? 69th. The numbers are going to go down, but see if Landon Roberts played 1,000 snaps, I guarantee you he probably wouldn't. He'd be close, but he'd probably be like 6th or whatever because he can't cover. And see that, and that's it's crazy. We can't say that we look at statistics, but then not look at certain ones. We have to look at them all, bro. And they all matter. You know what I mean? And that's where it's kind of like it's uncomfortable because we're kind of going into like just accepting mediocrity, and we've been doing that shit for years, bro. And I'm tired of it. Tired and frustrating.
I think we all tired of it for sure, bro. I mean, you know, no, I hear what you're saying, bro. I mean, I don't know what the particulars were as far as you know, that negotiation, what happened. I mean, Robert got a 3-year, $37.5 million contract. I forgot what the guarantee for him is, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's way more than what we offered. I think the offering
Right.
was anywhere from like 10 to like 12, and I think that's already putting them on the high end, right? More than what they're willing to go ahead and spend. But I mean,
Right.
as far as snap counts and stuff like that, yeah, there is a difference, but also too, it does count as far as what the production is when you are on the
Exactly.
field as well, too. So, looking at that, looking at what Roberts has done, I ain't too mad of that signing, but
Right.
obviously there still has to be more, right? And I think also because I popped in on you guys' show on shout out to Gravy and Gabe. I
Yeah.
popped in the show, and what they're saying is that
Oh, Chris, it's all
they need
love.
more.
Chris, don't trip.
Yeah, they need more depth, right? They need more depth, and we're waiting for somebody to go ahead and make that big splash, right?
Yeah.
That free agency, as far as what's available out there, is starting to dwindle down slowly but surely. But as far as defensively, we haven't seen quite a big signing yet. But also too, all the signings have been solid. I mean, I don't feel there's one out there where I'm really like, damn, what the fuck, like disappointed. But so far, we're doing okay. I mean, obviously, I would like to get a corner that can go ahead and play that slot
Mhm.
and play that thoroughly, but that hasn't happened yet. That could still potentially happen. Uh, Free agency is still open for the next 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks or so,
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So there's still time, y'all. I mean, I don't want to go ahead and hit the air raid siren yet, saying like, hey man, we're kind of in a pickle type mode, and we need to go ahead and sign somebody really quick. But that the window is still open. It's going to be open for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
Um, but let's go ahead and kind of turn over, right? There was some re-signings that
Mhm.
I'm actually pretty happy about that we brought back. So we brought back Adam Butler. He signed a 3-year,
Oh yeah.
$16.5 million deal. That's that was a solid deal. I
Mhm.
think my favorite one, Malcolm Kuntz, for that 1 year, $12 million deal. I know his market value was around 20. And for him to come back on a 1 year prove it deal to really showcase what he can do on that one on a full 1 year, I think is great. And that's really going to go ahead and strengthen that front four, man. It's going to be awesome. I mean, now bringing back a Max Crosby, healthy Wilkins. Now you got Adam Butler, and then you got Kuntz on the other side. Man, it's gonna be sick. What are your thoughts about the re-signings that we brought back this week?
Adam Butler was for me. I was happy with that. I've always liked Adam Butler. You know what I mean. Even when he came in, everyone was like, why him, stuff like that. But he has grown, whatever. And even when Wilkins went down, he came in and he was doing this thing right. I'm really excited. I'm glad that he's here. I'm glad that Kuntz is here. 12 is too
Mhm.
much for me. I would give him 10. Prove
Yeah.
it now. See, we tend to think like back in the days, or a lot of people have the perception of like, oh, once the knee's gone, he's gone. This isn't the Bo Jackson era. If Bo Jackson was playing right now and he got his hip, that should have been worked on, and he would have been up doing that, not as fast, but he would have been effective. It's not the same, right? So these guys can bounce back from injuries. And I'm pretty sure that, Las Vegas, you know what I mean? One of the highest, best facilities in the world, whatever or not, you know what I mean? And shout out Max Crosby, bro. He said there's only like 1,500 people in the world that get to play this game. So they're going to spend money to make sure that these guys get healthy and stuff like that, especially if they have interest in him. You know what I mean? And especially if he wants to continue to play, because it's all mental, whatever or not, and physical, right? So for him coming in and doing his thing for 12 million, it's crazy. But I'm not gonna be mad at it. I'm not mad at not one of these players to get in the bag, bro. Shit, like, you know what I mean? If I turn around and get like a deal and whatever with Manscaped, and you know what I mean, I would be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I get like 10 grand, and you guys get 5 because I hooked it up. You gonna be mad at me? Hell no. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but it's also about the passion of playing for the game, and you only have a certain amount of time. So these guys are going to work their ass off. So I believe that Kuntz is going to be the guy he's going to be. But we all got to remember that every single time when somebody gets injured, It takes a little while to get the wheels back going. He's gonna knock the rub off, the dust off. Actually, new knee, new stuff like that have to be able to understand like how to play on it. You know what I mean? What scares me the most about him was it was a non-contact injury. Non-contact. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Butler sucks. Hate him for ruining Mondays last week.
Apologies, everybody. Y'all already know it's time. 8:05, man. Butler did him dirty last week. Apologies, everybody. Y'all know I had a baby. Quick, y'all know how I got to get down. But I know we talking about Kuntz a little bit. You know, I'm happy with them giving. I'm happy with them giving Kuntz that type of money, right? So it's like we didn't overpay some of the other guys, but we gave Kuntz a little bit of extra money on top of what he had already. You feel me? So which I actually think that's what they wanted to do. Get this D line monstrous. You feel what I'm saying? And then the rest of itself will fill out. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with Butler. I want to add more in the draft. You feel what I'm saying? I definitely like if somebody's there at 6 that I can grab, like a Mason Graham, I'm doing it, bro. Because this nobody be able to fuck with our D line, right? Everybody crying because I was mad about it too. So, but Mekhi Becton and shit, right? Mekhi Becton. Shit, we get Mason Graham. I'm not tripping no more. That's how you neutralize that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You get a D line that's gonna fuck the other team's O line up. That's just simple football, simple math. So I feel like got Mekhi Becton. You look at some of the other, the Chiefs O line still looks ass. Denver didn't do nothing to their O line. Be honest, they didn't do nothing to their O line. It is what it is there too, bro.
I don't really think they needed to. They couldn't run the ball. Defense got better.
They couldn't run the ball. To me, bro, I really was that good. I really don't. Now the defense is the defense, and we've always had to fuck with Denver's stout defenses. We've always had to do that. The thing about them is, I just think with Bo Nix, bro, is a little gimmicky. That's just me. I just don't think Bo Nix is all that good. But look at that, bro. We still like getting in. One thing with Bo Nix, you put pressure on his ass, he's not that good for real. So I'm just saying, as long as we continue to add to this D line, bro, we're gonna have a chance in whatever game. It really don't matter, dog.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I agree. I mean, I like that Kuntz re-signing. Butler was integral as well. So I don't think there's anybody else as far as that needs to be re-signed if I know that off the top of my head. But I mean, let's just kind of look forward to who do we go after, right? Because there's still names to be out there. There's names that's still out there. I know I said 100%. That it's dwindling, but there's still names out there. Yeah, we lost. We didn't get back then, but hey, gotta pivot. Gotta look forward now. So
you got the draft too. You got the draft.
We got the draft too, so we ain't gotta worry about that too much.
Let me ask you guys something. So we got Kuntz at 12.
Yeah,
we could spend $6 million more and got fucking Mac. Now Kuntz is baby back apparently because that's what he started breaking. So I'm just throwing this out there. But then I want to talk about linebackers if you guys want. I'm gonna see. But no, I just seen that. Yeah, 18 million, bro. $6 million more, and we would have fucking Return of the Mac, bro. Max Crosby, dude. We are paying $12 million for a guy that only got how many sacks the year before? How many sacks did fucking Kuntz get? Let me see.
Probably like what? I don't know. In the 8-game stretch, I don't even know how many sacks that was in that 8-game stretch. I wish it immediately.
Yeah, let me see. 20. So 20 and 23. Let me see how many sacks. I'm pulling it up right now.
So
I think he only got. Oh, yeah, I got to pay for. I'm not paying for that shit. I'm cool. He only had I think 5-6 sacks, right? 8 sacks. Thank you, Alex. He had 8 sacks. Khalil Mack had 18. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? 6. Okay, 6 or 8.
Whatever. Yeah, 8 sacks in them 8 games.
Yeah.
Shit.
And right. So yeah. So
no, that's. Damn.
So what I'm trying to get at is like $6 million more would have got you 10 more sacks and fucking the pressures from Khalil Mack. And see, Malcolm Kuntz is following Khalil Mack because he came from the same school. So everyone's like, "Oh, he's the next one. He's the next one."
That's
what happened?
That's a comment right there. See, that's the thing. I don't think he would. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to come here, bro. Honestly, I think he's still a little bit bitter about that. I know it's a new regime. Gruden's like long gone, but still, I mean, Mark is still here. Mark approved that shit. So he's probably like, no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back. You know, there would have been some hint drops. I'm looking to come back, and that was never the case. I never saw
Of course.
anything like that.
Right,
Right.
but see,
I get what you're saying though.
yeah.
Like, yeah, we could have spent a little bit more and brought Khalil back, but I don't even think
Well,
that. I don't think
I
it'd
would
have
have
been
traded
like,
Tyree. I would have traded
argument,
Tyree
bro.
to them and fucking got Mac, bro. Like,
See,
for real.
for me, I'm gonna be honest. Let's just okay. One, we can say like, yeah, Mac didn't want to come back. I didn't get the sense. I don't ever
Yeah.
got the sense ever since he got traded, he ever wanted to come back here. But
Yep.
take that out of it, bro. Take that out of it. The man's 30 something. I mean, shit. Like we trying to get this man dollars, like, but it's like he only gonna be
But
here
how
for like a
many
year,
times-
bro. He gonna be here for like a year, and that's
How
it.
many times has Mac been injured?
No,
Look
he's
at
been
his-
injured quite. He's been injured a lot. I mean, as far
Oh,
he's
when
missed
he was with
games. I feel like he's
Chicago,
missed
when he was
games.
When he was Chicago.
But
yeah,
then I
he
mean, like
hasn't
we come to LA, right? Like LA, he's been in and out of the lineup with Joey Bosa. He's been in and out of the lineup. Now, I'm not gonna say he's not Khalil Mack. I mean, he's still gonna come out there. He gonna like just him, his presence alone, right? He's gonna go out there and do something. But for me, 18 mil for 1 year for 30 something days, 30 something years old, bro. I cannot do that in my opinion. Where it's like for Kuntz though, I get it because I was saying this the whole time. When the price got up to like 15, 20 million dollars, I'm like, you can't pay him that. That's too much motherfucking money because he's only had 8 games. Now 20 mil, that's egregious. You cannot do that. But 12 mil, I was like, all right, it's not bad because it's a lot of these deals, it's the same shit. I had the same. Whereas like if he fucking works out, you extend his ass, and then there you go, bro. You already and then we're fine. You might lose a couple, but it is what it is. But if he's ass, then it's like we cut the shit, and then it is what it is, bro. And that's where I feel like we fucked up in the past. We've invested too much money into players where now the risk then became too great. And now when we have to cut these motherfuckers, it's like, well, now we still paying Corey fucking Littleton and LaMarcus Joyner and shit, and we paying fucking what's the receiver's name? Number 16, I forgot his name. We got him from the Chargers and shit. Tyrell, whatever. We was paying this motherfucker. It's like, damn, all this big money. But it's like, these players, if you really look back at it, they really needed prove it deals. That's real shit because these motherfuckers are not at no point where we was supposed to be giving them big money. Remember back at Corey Littleton, that motherfucker only had 1 good year with the Rams, couple of years. Then you look and you like, he the highest paid linebacker. And now we still paying this motherfucker. So it's like,
Actually, we stopped paying them last year. The year before that, it was the last year. But it was what's the name that came in? I think it was what's the name that came in with McDaniels? Can't think of his name right now. I can see the slick back hair, but I can't think of his name. Ziegler.
Zeke
is the one that cleared all that shit. He cleared a lot of numbers off the books. So we don't owe no players no money no more at all. So like I hear what you're saying, but like that's a little like far and too far from in between, whatever it is. Like it's like it doesn't affect us now. That's what I'm trying to say. I apologize.
No, for sure.
So yeah, but like I mean, the thing is though with that, like we like say right now, CJ Mosley's up, right? We could turn around, bring him in. He wants this kind of money, and we bring him in. And CJ Mosley is a little bit better. He's like kind of similar to Spillane kind of linebacker. He can come get the green dot and do his thing, right? But we should have got Greenlaw, bro. That's the mentality that I want to look at. Is like if we lose this guy that's supposed to be that guy, why not go get the big guy? Now he's with the Broncos. I'm not saying that we're going to win. We're not going to win in free agency. But free agency is one of the things that we looked at, and then now we don't get no signings. Then guess what happens? Then we move the goalpost.
Right.
And then we're going to just be okay with that. And I don't want to be just okay. I want to be like, fuck yeah, let's go. You see what I'm saying? And those are the signings that we want. I don't understand how Kansas City can turn around and go sign, 3 different players, offensive linemen, restructure, and still have $50 million in the cap so then go get CJ Mosley. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me that we're not making these big moves. And it's not like it's not our money. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can play with it. But there's ways that you can front shit. Mark Davis can pull out some money. If Tom Brady's supposed to be this guy that's bringing everybody in, who's he bringing in? Gino? You know what I'm saying? Chin? Like, he never played against Chin. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you should be like, hey, Greenlaw's that motherfucker. Go get him. If Mark Davis turned around and handed Tom Brady, hey, go do this and go do that, go get him. He ain't doing shit. We had Stafford in the building. They used that to fucking leverage money. Stafford was whatever. See, I'm tired of the Raiders accepting like mediocrity. We're all accepting it, and it sucks. It fucking sucks, bro. You can't tell me it doesn't suck because, look, I was looking at Chin's numbers right now. Chin's numbers are very close to Morik's, so that's a good fucking deal. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And what you said, Jay, as well, is like he's played like over 95% of the snaps. Their snap count is very, very similar. So I give you that. If people don't look at the numbers, like go to PFF, that's what I'm looking at. It shows all the people that are signed, and then you can go look at the numbers. So that's what I'm looking at. And even they might be off and misconstrued a little bit, but it's very, very close. Yeah. So if you go do the research, you're probably going to find it. This is where PFF is charging, so you can find all that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, that was kind of like a decent signing, so we can have more money to go get a Greenlaw, to go get Mac, to go get somebody that's going to be effective right away. It's just the way I look at it, bro.
And this is for me. I want to cut you off, Lo. But
this
for me, like, I feel like your energy level to this, and not yours specifically, but any Raider fans' energy level to this is predicated on how you feel the team should be going or where we should be going in this first year, right? Like, if you have, like, for me, I don't have all the expectation. I just didn't. I just knew where we were as a team. Like, we're not there. You feel me? Again, we don't know how to win. We don't have certain pieces in place. We didn't even have a quarterback before this, and we just won 4 games, right? So for me, it's like improving to 7 games or some shit like that, or 8 games is a win for me, because we've been dog shit the whole entire existence, right? Like, that I've been on this earth. We've been terrible. So 8 games, whatever.
Good seasons, less than that.
Bro, I swear to God, it's only been like 2. So I looked at 2026 as the year where it's like the concrete's been laid. The motherfucking, the foundation to the house been built up and all that. Now we just laying the rest of the shit down. You feel what I'm saying? Now we furnishing. That's how I feel like this shit will go. And plus, we need to be building through the draft anyway. I mean, that's just playing. If we were trying to win free agency and all that, I mean, it's like it sounds nice now, but then when the time comes and it's like, well, dog, we done spent all this money and we not winning. Well, what the fuck? Where it goes to, if we can build through the draft. Now, I guarantee you, everybody's mad now. In April, if we have a good draft, nobody's gonna give a fuck. No, but I'm telling you, nobody's going to give a fuck, because you already know what time it is with this staff. Like, with Pete and them, it's all about development. And you said it already too, Lo, development. How do we develop these young players? How do we get these young players to the point where they're the leaders on the team? And now, going from this forward, we not players walk out the building no more, right? We're not going to be doing this going from this and this, because we're drafting right. We got the right motherfuckers in the building now. So it's like, yeah, I get it. It's going to be frustrating a little bit, because it's like, well, we want to go after this. And we heard Pete say we trying to win and we trying to do all that. But Pete slick. Pete said he wants to win, but this motherfucker didn't tell. He didn't tell you how much. That motherfucker just said he want to win. So 8 games to me is winning. That's winning. And then going on to that. So that's just me.
Yeah. So
I don't think he's trying to hit 10, 11, 12 games on year one. I think realistically it's 7, 8, and if we have a really good year, it's 9 and 8. That's realistic of it. I think he's building the foundation, and he's getting pieces in place. Free agency is literally meant to like go ahead and put certain things in place. Like, if you're missing like a couple pieces, this is where you go out and get those big name signings. Certain teams are one a few pieces away from doing that, right? That's why you see like Eagles doing this, Seattle doing that. You have New England signing certain dudes because they have certain pieces that are already in place, right? But I mean, we're not there yet. We're not there yet to go ahead and go out and get a big name like DK and pay him $30 million. It would have been hard. We wouldn't that literally would have been it. Like, that's most of our cap, if not all of it. I mean, we definitely would have. We maybe would have gotten Roberts. We would have gone in like the cornerbacks. I don't see maybe Chin would have been a stretch. I don't know if we even re-signed Kuntz at that point because we don't have enough money. But I mean, just being realistic, you're comparing 1 year of winning to the next 4 to 5 years of winning. That's what these guys are trying to build. He's trying to build something that goes on after Pete leaves. That's what I'm kind of seeing.
That's where I'm at, Jay. And it's like people are like, well, 8-9 or 8 wins and 9 wins don't sound like winning culture. Bruh, y'all trying to eat caviar on filet of fish money. Right now, bro, we don't have these, dog. We just won 4 fucking games. we just won 4 games, dog. Like, it's not like we coming off a playoff win, dog. We won 4 games. You need to check yourself, dog. This was a dog shit team last year. So to go from dog shit to decent is good. That's how you improve. I just don't understand.
And I think what honestly he might be going for potentially is just to really put it on the division, right? If he's really looking towards it, hey, we can make the playoffs. We got to win the division. Maybe that's what his eyes are set on. I mean, that could be the play, right? And that's where 8-9, 9-8 will get you there. We've seen teams that went in. I think this past year were like 7-10. It was like, what the fuck? How these guys make it in? It's just because their fucking division. Where the division that we're in was just soft, right? But they were able to go ahead and beat out the teams. They were able to beat out all their teams in the division, and that's the way we got to look at it. This is the hardest division. And we're putting something together to be able to compete in that division, to go ahead and start making runs and shit,
Yeah. See, the division and everybody for the last couple of years has had his last. And even with Pete Carroll and even with where we're at right now, if you look, everybody has us winning last. We're last. Sean Payton's going to be with Bo Nix going into a second year, bro. He actually had a decent, when he benched fucking Russell, he actually was winning without Russell. You know what I mean? His system works. Let's go to fucking Harbaugh. Harbaugh has a fucking team running the ball. Well, I was in LA. I don't know if you were there too, Ron, but we were all there. We were all in
that
LA.
SoFi game that we were all sweating our ass off in that first week. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, bro, that was horrible. Oh God, bro.
Sweating our ass off that first
bro,
week.
I hope it's not the beginning. I wanted late games, bro. Give me a late game in LA, bro.
October.
Late October. Yeah, hell yeah. Shit, I'd rather go to Vegas when it's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real talk. Because at least we indoors. You feel us?
Yeah, exactly.
You know yeah. Good and shit.
And I always stay at the Lux, bro. So it's just right there. I just go in. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go all the ways across the fucking. Anyways, but look at Harbaugh, bro. He ran the ball down our throats, even with Spillane as a running back. A linebacker. Everybody healthy. We got cooked. Then you look at fucking Andy Reid, bro. Bro, come on, man. We are the last dog at the dog bowl, bro. We're the runt because we're barely starting off. So in order for us to compete and be that, a lot of players are seeing that like, damn, I'm gonna go over there. Yeah, I'm gonna get my bread, but are we winning? Because there are some players out there that want to win the chip. That's their goal. They want that gold jacket. They want to be that, right? So this is probably one of the toughest fucking divisions in the whole NFL. Look at the history, bro. And I hate the Broncos. I hate the Chiefs. But yet, at the same time, you got to know your fucking enemy. You got to know your enemy, bro. Mac fucking cooked Glaze, cooked fucking Colton Miller, 4 sacks, almost 5 sacks in one fucking game. You know what I'm saying? It's so fucking difficult to move forward, right? Justin, what's the name? Jones? We can't do nothing to him. We can't stop him for nothing. Now, JPJ is going to be battling with them, so that might change a little bit. But we got to really, really look. These moves aren't good moves moving forward. Yes, I understand you have to bring good veteran players in, and then you go to the draft. I always know that. Mike's killing me over here. We got to build to the draft. Yes, it's only March. I get it. Shout out Mike, man. MG, man. That's my dog. But but see, at the same time, we want to develop these guys to come in just like that. Yeah, they hit on the draft, but how long does it take for them to fucking develop? Is it going to take 1 year? Do they get injured? Are they getting burnt like Bennett? Now, Bennett turned around and was getting burnt in his first fucking, and he was faster than everybody. But then he started getting into those grooves, then he got hurt. You see what I'm saying? So it's like so many different things can happen so fast, and we don't have the depth. These guys, and I want to apologize because Eric Stokes and Nate Hobbs have damn near the same exact numbers. And that's crazy last year.
Yep.
So, okay, so I'm gonna back off on that one a little bit. So that's a good sign.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
That was a good
And we're
sign.
getting a healthy Stokes, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna get a healthy player.
I mean, it's the
more
same
games.
shit at the end of the day. If he does the same shit that he did with Green Bay, it's the same shit we got from Hobbs. You feel what I'm saying? Hurt,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
on the field. So this is what it is.
Right, so that's a good sign. So, like, if you guys start going and looking and stuff like that, numbers are numbers or whatever, or not. But see, going and we look at this and we try to compare moving forward. So, money wise, we look at it; they're very similar, cheaper, whatever, or not. Stokes got something to prove. Hobbs feels comfortable; he feels entitled because he's over there doing this thing, right? Because he earned it. But yet, at the same time, I'm pretty sure both of them are on the field about the same amount of time. So that's basically show us that we're basically in the same realm. We're just replacing. It's almost like they said Moneyball. Somebody said that shit Moneyball.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. So
Moneyball.
besides that, bro, like, I want to see a bigger move. I want to see somebody bigger at linebacker that we fucking need, because Eckenberg, Mari Burney, and who's the other kid? Gainer.
Gainer. Yeah. I'm not with that.
Yeah. So Gainer's gonna probably be the third guy coming in. Eckenberg coming out of Ohio.
I like
everybody liked him. Chip Kelly knows him. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. So that's a possibility that this guy can actually do his thing, do his Spillane thing, because he is very, very similar to Spillane. But now we got two running back, we got two run stoppers in Roberts and also fucking Spillane. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm excited for the players that we got that possibly peaking to develop. But remember, they had a couple coaches ahead of them that were pretty shit. AP, respectfully, I know you have the video of him in front, bro, but damn, I appreciated him and what he did, but he made it really, really bad for us, bro. So a lot of coaches is going to have to come in and then start retraining these guys. Now, are these guys going to be able to fit the bill and stand up and be there? Some guys might get hurt during the OTAs and all that shit. So there's a lot of different things, because from what I heard, Pete Carroll, they go heads up all the time. They're at it. They're battling in practice, because the harder you play in practice, the better you play, the easier it is on the field in the NFL, not basketball. Shout out Allen Iverson, but no. So go ahead, please.
Oh, no, because Rick is, I see Rick in there. Everything is roses and rainbows. I see Lewis. He asking, what's going on with the offensive line, right? I'll address Lewis first, because that gives me, bro. I'm sorry. Anybody that's telling you that we have a bottom 5 offensive line is either not watching film or games, or I don't know what the fuck they're watching, bro. We do not have a bottom 5 offensive line. We have a good offensive line, probably around, if I had to say the rankings, they're around 12, 15. And that's off the top of my dome, right? You can probably look it up, but I feel like as far as where they're ranked, they're probably 12, 15. We have weak spots on one guard. I feel like one guard is where him. That is to me. I'm letting Glaze rock, bro. I don't understand why people want to all of a sudden fuck around over there when we saw him have a decent rookie year, bro. Let's see how he improves. Yeah. If he does not improve and do things off of that, if you want to make a swing at a better talented right tackle, we can do that. But you have to understand too, bro, in this game, right? Something called continuity with the offensive line, right? Yeah. Most of these motherfuckers already know each other on that offensive line, bro. They done played a full year. And we talking about Colton Miller. Oh, Colton Miller's not good, bro. We have to remember as well, too, Colton Miller had a shoulder injury to start the season off. We all knew that, right? So,
I never said Colton Miller was good. No,
not you. But there's some people that's like, oh, I'm not talking about. But Colton had a shoulder injury to start the season off, bro. And we saw him get better when he got healthier. So it's like, now that he's fully healthy coming into the season, JPJ got a year under his belt. I like Meredith. Meredith is a guy, right? I feel like Meredith is so you get Meredith. If we would have got a Becton, that would have completed it for me. But again, bro, there are guys in the draft. You go into, it's not hard to find a guard in the draft if that's what you want to do. If that's your thought process, you feel what I'm saying? You can fucking find a guard in the draft. So for me, bro, I don't feel the line is that terrible. quarterback play made it look worse than what it was last year, because there were times Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell would do shit that made the look bad. And you're like, dog, you're running into sacks. You're doing certain things, running into pressure. Gino's going to alleviate some of them things. Now, where you can get better, of course, it's the run game. That's what we're talking about, getting in there in the run game. But when we made the necessary adjustments, I feel like putting JPJ in there, putting certain other guys in there. When Meredith got in there, we was mauling at a certain degree, right? When Sincere got in there, and we started to see better running back play too. So I feel like it'll be better. And Chip gonna have the motherfuckers right. Chip gonna make sure that he fucking schemes it up, right? Chip, because what Chip is gonna do is run the football. We all know that. Chip gonna run the ball.
Yeah. Hey, really quick, before we go any further, salute to everybody, to 100 people in the building. Appreciate everyone tapping in on this Saturday morning for sure. But we got a super shout out to my guy, Jason. Instead of buying the cake, why not buy the flour, eggs, and other ingredients instead? Shout out to my guy on the $5 holler for sure.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jason.
I see you in.
Yeah, see, I mean, the big back in me is like, man, just get the cake. But yet at the same time, I want to eat it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yet at the same time, that homemade cake is a little bit better, though. You know what I'm saying? So
real talk. Man, and 93 Nav says something important. This is very important. If this is true, and Nav is saying that Becton wanted to be a tackle instead of a guard, then you're not signing. There's a reason probably you're not going to sign Becton at that point. Yeah. Because if he wants to be a tackle, bro, we already got a tackle. We don't need to fucking sign you. And we saw you as a tackle with the Jets. It wasn't good. So when he saw you as a guard with Philly, that's what we was like, ooh, that looks nice. So if he was trying to be a tackle, bro, 93 Nav, if that's the truth, bro, yeah, I'm off that. I'm 100% off that.
Yeah.
I got a couple more minutes, guys, but I want to ask you guys a question before I get out of here.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys at all? I know the chat too. I'm pretty sure the fucking chat too. Why hasn't Geno Smith signed yet?
So we're gonna restructure. That's but
I mean,
that makes sense.
But see, like, bro, that's kind of scary. It's kind of scary because people have backed out before. Shout out Gravy, because we were talking about this. And I seen it in the chat earlier. Geno Smith has signed. Everybody else is signed. Geno Smith hasn't signed. So that's where it's like I'm getting a little nervous. So that's where it's like even our draft stock is up, because what if he goes for 45? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We can't do 45. And I don't want this man not to get his money, bro. One of the things that he had stated is that you're supposed to get paid what you're worth. He's been in the league for a long time, and he's came in the last 3 years and put up over fucking 3,500 yards, touchdowns, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even with the bad coordinator, he had a good year. You know what I mean? So, a coordinator that he wasn't really feeling with that new coach in Seattle. But we got to be fucking a little nervous that he's been there. Max Crosby said that he was going to be there in the building. And apparently he can't go in the building because of the trade until after the 12th. We're on the 15th. And he got signed. When did he get signed? Or when did he get traded?
I think
Sunday
or Saturday.
Like that. He can back out.
Oh, my bad. Last
Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday.
He can back out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little nerve-wracking because we got him, we traded, but he doesn't have to show up if he doesn't want it. You see what I mean?
Trying to look at. I thought I saw something about this not too long. Well, the reason I'm not really concerned. I didn't see Geno tweeted something too. He tweeted out like on the 13th, like, "Oh, thank you, Seattle. It was a great, memorable 6 years." Like it seems like this motherfucker's leaving. And I think Q Myers posted something. That's what I'm trying. Okay, the Raiders did post something. So we have him. He just doesn't have a restructured contract right now. I'll share my screen.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's acquired. You feel what I'm saying? And I share the screen or whatever, and then that's
Augie's like, come on, man. Nah, it's not like that. I'm just saying on some wait. Okay, where is it posted from? Is it actually the Las Vegas Raiders?
Yeah, that's the Raiders thing. So they got the trade. The trade is done. But the thing is, they're like, we have to figure out the restructuring. We don't know that information yet. We don't know what the deal is. Now I agree, bro. Like Alex said in the chat. You said it, bro. If we pay this man $45 million, I'm not gonna like it, but like you're gonna have to understand it to a degree. I don't fucking because then he's the 12th highest paid or whatever quarterback in the league, right? Like if he got $40 million, which is around like kind of where he is for real.
Yeah,
for real.
exactly. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So like we can't really be mad that you're paying him of value, right? Like now if you pay this motherfucker 50, 60, now we gonna sit here and we're like, well, what the fuck? You making Joe Burrow money? Like, what
I know.
dog? So it's like, I get you there.
So I mean, I know that's the case. They're looking to go ahead and restructure him, and I'm up for it because that means that they can go ahead and backload this contract to where we don't take that 31. It might be a 25 originally, or it might even go down to like 22 area. So I'm good with it if they restructure him and make it more team friendly. But right now we're on the hook for 31 and we have a deadline. So I don't know if anybody knows. So their deadline is tomorrow. If they don't come up with an actual extension, then we got to pay Geno the $16 million. That's
I think Gabe posted it right here. So you go up a little bit right here. He has to play a minimum of 1 year left on the deal, but if it's not restructured by tomorrow, he gets $16 million tomorrow, and $31 million goes against our books this year. So shit. So it's a time frame. It's a time crunch.
Time frame. We could probably hear it today sometime. Like, hey, we restructured him.
So hopefully we do.
3-year deal, 2-year deal, whatever it is going to come out.
I'm not trying to scare nobody, bro, but it's like it's you know what I'm saying. And I'm not saying I don't want Geno, but crazy as shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm looking at. And I'm not trying to put no false information or any of that shit. I'm just looking at it realistically. Why isn't he signed? You know,
hey, now, Lo, if Geno back out on us, I'm right with you, Lo. That Tom Brady shit don't mean nothing. If Geno says, I'm not with that brother. Yeah, we're not doing that.
I doubt it. He wants to come. He wants to play.
Yeah,
with Pete.
I know.
And he put the eye emoji when Pete got brought into the Raiders. And I put that out there. I remember. I'm like, oh, hey, Geno Pete again. That might happen. I don't know. And sure enough, we're here now. So I think that he wants to play here. He wants to be with Pete again. Yeah. His numbers do improve. He had he didn't have the greatest season last year. The year before that, once he left, but the numbers do prove itself. Like he is better with Pete here, and especially
last year with Pete, he put over 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's putting up 4. For sure.
Man, it's crazy, but man, I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I'm gonna get out of here, man.
All right. You want to tell them where they can find you and what you have going on?
Yeah. Quick? I think we're gonna be going. I think Gravy's going a little bit live, but if you go to Raider Nation Live on YouTube, all one word, you'll see us. We're like at 1,000 subscribers, man. We go live. Gravy goes live all during the week. We usually do a podcast on Tuesdays. We're doing Wednesdays nights, and then Sunday night we might have something Sunday during the day tomorrow. Not too sure, but I know Gravy's probably going to be going live here in a minute. Yeah, man. And then on IG, it's Raider Nation Live __. But then we got my guys, Gravy, Coach Gravy at Coach Gravy on IG, at Raidergate 420 on IG and on YouTube. But yeah, we're live, bro. We're pushing. We're doing our thing, man. Also, man, if you guys ever want to collab with us like we're just doing here, I know we usually run like 3 or 4 people, but man, reach out to us, man. We have no problems with anybody. You know what I'm saying? We just want to have a good season, and we want to push the envelope a little bit to make you guys think and get ready for, the season, because we all want to win no matter what. But this is just all opinions, and we just want to have a good time, man. And if we talk a little bit of shit, man, we talk a little bit of shit. It's all good, man. It's nothing crazy, but I appreciate you, Jay and Run, man. I appreciate both of you guys, man. I like the work that you guys are doing. Run, you've been doing it for a minute. I see Jay, you coming up there, bro. You coming up, man. I see you on TikTok and the whole 9. I see you. So yeah, man. I see you guys, man.
Hey, salute to y'all, man. As always, man. It's always love, bro, and it's always like I say, bro. Ain't no reason we can't all do this together, man. Government gonna.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I don't mind pumping up everybody. You know what I'm saying? So and there's been situations where you've done that before, but I'm not taking it personal. I don't take anything personal no more. This is just something that I love talking about ball. I look at facts while we're on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know every single player, but like I try to, bro. But I appreciate all you guys, man. You guys subscribe to Jay Raider and Rundown. It's Just Raiders Baby podcast, man. You guys sign up. I know a lot of people from over here, man, but come over with Jay and Rundown, man, and get them going too, man. And sign up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hell yeah, man.
We appreciate
Hey,
y'all, man.
if you guys ever need anything, bro, all you guys gotta do is hit us up, bro. You already know what it is, man.
For sure.
Hit me up, bro. If y'all need anything for a show or whatever, man, tap in with me.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. You guys have a good one, man. Have a good weekend, man, and don't drink and drive, everybody. I don't care if you drink. Do anything. Just don't drink and drive. Call Uber, bro. Trust me, it's worth it.
There you go. Exactly.
All right, fellas. You guys have a good one, man.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for tapping in.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool.
That was one, bro. That was one.
Yep. Real one right there for sure. Hey, appreciate everyone tapped in today. 100 people, over 100 people in the building. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for sure on both channels, all three channels. Just Raiders Baby Podcast, the Raider Rundown, and Raider Nation Live. Make sure you guys head over there and go ahead and give him a subscribe for sure. Appreciate everyone tapping in on this Saturday morning, bringing you quality content.
Of course.
Saturday morning for sure. All right. Let's go ahead and head over to the chat now, because obviously we got to make sure that we appreciate all of our people.
Tap in with the chat, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I got another baby emergency. Give me 1 second.
You're good. Don't trip. All right. Let me go ahead and head on over. All right, y'all. So let me know your thoughts on this week. Who do you think we should go for? Because we're still on that topic. I'm gonna go ahead and go back into it, because obviously I think the next one. Let me know if I'm wrong. And I put up a poll. So if you guys are on my channel, if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys head over and cast your vote on that poll. What position would you like the Raiders to pursue next? Wide receiver, linebacker, running back, or O-line? Currently, 38% says the O-line, 25% says wide receiver and linebacker, and 12% running back, with 16 votes casted in. So make sure you guys head over, cast your vote, let your voices be heard for sure, 100%. But I appreciate everyone tapping in. But obviously, there's still some key pieces that we're looking to go ahead and fill. My take is that I definitely would not be mad on signing a wide receiver. A couple of names are out there right now: Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, and obviously Tyler Lockett. I think are probably the front runners in this free agency that are still available. Currently, I don't know if you guys know or watch this or not. Hang on 1 second. Let me bring my guy back in. Whoop. All right, cool. I don't know if you guys seen this or not, but Gino posted a workout video, I think the other day, of him and Diggs working out together. So that might be a possibility. Maybe Diggs comes out to Vegas. I don't know.
I like it, bro. There are some people that was mad on Twitter and on X and all that. Like, nah, I don't want Diggs, bro. And I get it. He is coming off the ACL, so you kind of take a year to kind of get back to where you're supposed to be off of that ACL. But honestly, bro, like, to me, he's the most talented receiver left in the pool, right? Like, we talk about Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is up there in age, bro, and he's very slow at this point. Very, very slow. And we can't even lie and say he misses game, or he don't miss games, because Keenan Allen's gonna miss games, right? Like, Tyler Lockett's cool. He doesn't add the explosion. He doesn't add the certain degree of what we need, I would say, per se. Like, we have no size in the room, right? You get a Tyler Lockett, there's no size, there's none of that. I know people like Elijah Moore, which is funny to me, because everybody's like, oh, Elijah Moore, but then people get mad when we give out these prove it deals. Like, that's a prove it like receiver. He's going to have to see. He's not proven. You feel what I'm saying? Elijah Moore is not proven at all. So we're gonna have to sit here and hope that he does some things. Just to me, bro, Stephon looks like the most talented person left on the market. I get he's 31, whatever the case. But again, if he gets back to, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. So I mean, the market value for Diggs is about just over 13.5. Like, if we're talking Elijah Moore, if you're looking to go on the cheaper end of the route, 4.5, right? Um, you got the younger dude at he's gonna be 25 this year. You can go ahead and take a flyer, but like you said, it would be on that 1 year prove deal for sure. The other name out there, obviously, we said Amari Cooper. I don't know if Amari Cooper would come out um, to back to the Raiders, but he's still out there. He does carry a higher price tag. He's about 19 million market value. So I don't know if he would be an actual viable option. Tyler Lockett, with having that continuity with Geno,
That
have been
works.
playing with Geno for quite a while. He's about 7.5 million market value currently. So he might be a possibility. So honestly, I think realistically, there's either Stefan, Tyler, or Elijah that could be coming over. To be honest with you,
Lockett is
um,
most logical for sure. He's definitely most logical. I just feel like Diggs is the most is more talented. I just feel like Diggs
yeah.
is definitely more talented than Lockett.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like that video. I mean, he looked sharp, bro, on that workout
Yeah.
video. He looked good. He looked good
And
for
that's
sure.
what, if you look at Stefan in the workout video, you like he just tore his ACL 4 months ago.
I
No, it don't
know.
look like it, dog. It really
Nope.
don't. It really don't look like it.
Yep. Yep. For sure. For sure. Shout out to my guy Armando. He says if not Lockett because he knows Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, I know he's kind of up there in age. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, bro. For sure. Let's see. Raider Gabe, what my boy say over here? Geno extension negotiation is holding his hostage, making more moves because the deal should have kind of been done over a week since the trade, and there's still some holdup. Yeah, brother. I mean, I don't know what the specifics would be, but obviously, I think they're just trying to figure out to get the number right that works for everybody, right? Raiders trying. I'm pretty sure Raiders are trying to backload it. He's trying to get some more guaranteed. They just got to find the middle ground. So hopefully, maybe we hear something today about that. That he gets extended. It's really a done deal for sure. I don't think it's not going to happen. I think it does happen.
Either.
We're just waiting for it. We're just waiting for it for sure. JM says Lockett would be the most logical signing. Facts,
Mm-hmm.
brother. Sure. Steven says there's no fire in Amari. I don't think he'll ever lived up to the hype.
I've never really been on Amari like that, to be honest.
Nah, man. Even when he was here, he was like, all right, that dude's
Yeah,
cool,
I've never
but
really
like
been on.
he was never impressive, bro. And then when he
Nah,
went to Dallas, I was like, all right, cool, cool. Do you,
did a
bro?
little
I know.
something there. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I never saw
Yeah,
that fire, and that's why I like Stephon too. But he gonna bring that. He gonna bring that dog, right? Like I know he gonna bring that dog. Everybody says drama. It's not drama, bro. Like I want motherfuckers that's passionate about the game.
yeah, yeah, exactly. We want somebody who's gonna come out and just fucking be that dog, bro, for sure.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah. Let's see.
This
My
Diggs
guy,
is
God Family and Raiders. The bonus is available as of tomorrow. That bonus can be converted into a signing bonus to lower the cap it. Yep, exactly. So it's just lining up the numbers for Geno, man. At this point right now, for sure. Uh, but yeah. So I said wide receiver. Who do you feel run? What position do you think we need to go after?
You can still look at the linebackers because there's guys like KJ Britt who played in Tampa Bay, right? Like with Spy Tech and all that. So you can look at that. If you wanted to bring him in, Kaiser White, if he's still available, you could
Mhm.
bring him in. Now, I was running backs is gone because I like what we did as far as running backs and things of that
Yeah,
nature. I feel like that's good with Mostert. I like him as a veteran. So
yeah,
that's a good signing as far as that. But yeah, bro, there's really it's not much we need to do as far as bargain basement shopping now, right? Like it's like you can get a couple guys here and there, you guys to do a couple things, but as of right now, bro, like it's more draft for me. That's where I'm looking.
yeah. Yeah. So as far as draft, right? So let's pivot to the draft. Um, who who are we eyeing up on the draft, right? So do we stack it up with more defensive players, linebacker, cornerback, edge, or do we just pivot completely over to offense?
For me, I'm starting to lean on the side of like, and I've come to this conclusion like over the last week. So this is fresh, but Jalen Walker is a name that continuously pops in my mind 24/7. I'm talking about this
Yeah.
draft process because he might be exactly what we need, right? We need another edge, right? Like now we lost Chase on, we need another edge. We can use some more linebacker help, and he does both of those things, right? So, and the versatility you would be able to have with Jalen Walker, Jeremy Chin, all these other type of guys, right? That you be able to mix and match and intermingle, bro. It would be crazy. So I'm looking at him. I still want Mason Graham some way, somehow, if we can do that. I don't feel like cornerback is the immediate need because I still have some belief in Jack Jones, some belief in Jacorian Bennett. So it's like I don't know if that's the immediate impact right now. I'm gonna take somebody on that defensive line. Or that's going to impact that edge. That's exactly what I would do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm thinking Jahad Campbell. If we're looking linebacker, Jahad Campbell is popping up my name now. I don't know if we realistically will be able to go ahead and get him. We
That's
might.
another.
It just depends what we do at number 6, right? If whatever we do at 6, will determine how we go about the other rounds. So I feel
Right.
if we get, let's say we get Shador, right? Shador is there, we get him, we got that stitched up. I definitely take a move at Jihad, right? You can still get wide receiver and running backs in the later rounds. But I feel that getting a top tier linebacker, but you got other guys too. I like Olalejo from UCLA, Schwarzenegger
Not bad.
too. Yeah,
Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon. I like Jeffrey Bassa.
Bosco's out there. Yep.
So he's nice. I there's a couple guys I really do like, bro. I definitely feel we've put ourselves in prime position to
Yep.
take whatever. Now, of course, if we go offense, you already know what position I'm talking about. That's only if he falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's only if he falls. And that's Shador, right? Of course, if Shador
Yeah.
falls, it's no brainer for me. I'm taking that. But I'm not even I don't really think we should go offense, honestly, but it's gonna be Shador for me. Like that's where I
Yeah.
would be at.
Yeah. Let me bring up this subject. And I know you talked about it. I talked about it. I know I think the trend is shifting now. Everybody's on that get Genty at 6 train now. I'm not with that. I feel that you don't need to go ahead and get a running back so high with this draft class. You got guys like Hampton, you got Judkins, you got Henderson. The list goes on. I'm missing Caleb Johnson's another one. I'm missing even more dudes. The list is really, really lengthy, and for us to really take spend our number 6 pick on Genty, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying not at 6. And I feel like this is where we see eye to eye is that Shador. That's somebody you can go ahead and get at 6 because knowing the Raiders, knowing the relationship between Shador, Brady, Mark, that's the move that's going to be made. I don't know if you really make that pivot to Genty all of a sudden, even if he's not there. What do you think?
Nah, I'm not. Now, like the only way I'm gonna be honest. There's 80% of me that's like, I hope Shador falls to 6. 80%, and there's 20% that says I kind of want him to get taken before 6 because if he gets taken before 6, we have everything available to us, right? We got a lot of options.
Right.
But if he's there at 6, that means somebody else did some other shit. But I definitely want him to go. I definitely want to get him. But as far as the Genty conversation, bro, you know where I stand on that, bro. Like you can't take no fucking running back top 10 overall and you just won 4 games. And then you got some people in here that's talking about our offensive line is not even good, right? Shout out Luis.
Yeah.
He was in here. Guys like that, or if you're going to be one of those guys, you cannot take no running back at 6 if that's how you feel about this offensive line.
Nope.
And I said it the other day, bro. A running back is a piece that you get that is the pretty much that's the cherry on top of the sundae. That's it, right?
Yeah.
You don't get that. You don't get the running back and be like, oh well, I'm gonna build the shit with the running back. Like, no, that's not how it happens, bro. Case in point, right? Yeah, the Eagles went to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. Guess what? They went to the Super Bowl with fucking Miles Sanders, right? That one, they went Miles Sanders. He's a free agent. He's looking for a job right now. But guess what they did? When the team was better and they felt like they had a more overall team, they said, you know what? We can upgrade this shit. And now we can go get safe. Did.
Yeah.
That takes us over the top now because we're ready for that. Bro, you feel what I'm saying? We're ready to take on something like that. Bro, just multiple. I'll end it off like this, bro. 2 examples I can give you right now. Maybe even, no, 3. 3 examples I can give you. We start with Saquon. He got drafted top 10, right? He had to leave. He had to leave that squad because they were not ready to take no running back top 10, and he had to leave to go somewhere else, and now he won a Super Bowl. Okay, cool. Second case in point. I'm going to be real, bro. And he's still with his original squad, but I feel like it's coming to a head. If you look at Atlanta and them taking Bijan Robinson, like it's a cool pick, but it ain't worked out to the degree that we're thinking the top 10 pick should be working out as far as a running back. Right? Like, nah, it has not worked out to that point. And last point, us, bro, we just did this shit. Like, 4 years ago, we just did this shit with Josh Jacobs, dog. We took a running back first round that we probably should not have taken in the first round because we were not well equipped as a team, right? To a point to take this man. And then we continue to not win. We continue to put the whole shit on his shoulders, bro. Like, the only way we're going to have success is if we give this man the ball. And then what happens? He has to go somewhere else to find success with a better equipped team. That's just how this shit goes down, bro. Like, we're not ready. Like, in 2 years, when the team is right and there's a Genty in the draft, oh, by all means, right? But guess what? We're not going to be picking at fucking 6.
No.
You're going to be picking somewhere. Like, if you pick this motherfucker up in 18, 20, you're like, okay, that's a good pick. But again, bro, we the only top 10 team besides the Bears, even the Bears are a more complete team where it makes a little bit more sense for him to go there. But we the only top 10 team like that where it's like, oh yeah, bro, he's gonna go at 6. He does not go any higher than that. He never goes 4. He never goes wherever the fuck. He never even goes to 7. You feel it's always oh, Genty is 6. Genty is 6. That's the highest this motherfucker goes. I swear, bro. And it's like, I'm not saying he's bad, but it's like, it's the media expecting us to make bad decisions. That's just, it's the media expecting us to make fucking stupid ass decisions. That's what it is.
The media is spinning the narrative, and then some of us are biting on the apple. And I get it. It looks attractive, but it's if you look at it realistically, we're not ready for that. We're not ready for that. Somebody who fits more into our system is a Judkins or Giddens or Caleb Johnson.
That Caleb Johnson, man. That Caleb.
Yeah.
Those fit.
Right?
Because you talking about Mostert and you talking about the complimentary backs, right? Now they're complimentary to Mostert, and all that shit mixes and mashes, right? Like I see Gabe, he talking, I know Tom didn't want to resign Josh or whatever, but Josh decided he didn't want to come back either. Because Josh understood, he was right to a degree, right? Y'all are going to fucking kill me this year if he would have came back. We would have had to get this man 300, 400 touches on the season to even have some type of resemblance of an offense, right? He was right. So that motherfucker didn't want to come back here and get his body used like that. Hell nah.
Yeah, I agree for sure. Like I said, I feel that because I caught your show yesterday, and you were spitting some facts that obviously if you can, because if we're looking at getting Genty at 6 and him having 1,000, 1,100 yard season, would you say it's about 65, 70 yards a game?
That's trash.
Production.
That's trash.
Yeah,
bro. If we took Genty at 6, my guy Jay, and this man only gave us 1,100 yards, I'm on everybody's ass that told me we should have picked him in the first round. I'm on everybody's ass because 1,100 yards is nothing. From a top, a 6 pick overall, if you're a running back, at minimum, I need 14, 15. Minimum. Because 11, like how many times I done said it when we was talking about Najee Harris? 1,100 yards or 1,000 yards is only 65 yards a game. That's nothing.
Yeah.
I get a motherfucker. I can get Sincere McCormick to give me 65 yards a game. Feel me?
No,
So
yeah. He's done
if
it.
we take this,
He's done it.
I need to see damn near Saquon if you take that man as 6th overall. And that's just real shit because you're telling me he's the 6th best player in this draft. There's some people telling me this man's generational. I better see it. I got to see it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, why he's putting up so many numbers? I mean, Boise just ran them. They really ran that dude, bro. It was crazy because that's really all they had. They just had Gentry. That's all it is. Yeah, that's why you're seeing these astronomical numbers. But I feel you can still get that same quality at round 2, at maybe even late round first if you wanted to trade up and get it like Hampton, right? You want to go ahead and go up and get a Marion. But I feel that the sweet spot's going to be 2 and 3 where you're going to get high quality dude. I mean, there's been even mocks where I've seen Caleb Johnson at 3. That's crazy. I don't think he stays at 3, but he's there at 3 sometimes, right? I mean, but I feel that second round is really where you're going to get a top tier running back. And that's all you need. You just need one of them. In this draft, I see us getting 2.
It always matters, bro. And when you say that, people would like to dismiss it, but it does matter. If you're in college and I'm giving you 25 to 30 touches a game, that shit adds up. And he playoffs. So the extra game that you for that right now. His body is kind of durable for that. 5'8", right? He's compact. But again, like I'm looking at Judkins the same way that we were kind of looking at Josh when he came out. Ain't gonna be no first round pick. But when I say that, stay with me now, right? I say that because look at Judkins' production he has on his body. It's not that much because he had to split the backfield with Travion Henderson. This man doesn't have inches on his body, bro. Like it's not so. And I'm looking, bro. There's more to add to his game. So it's like not having all that playing time, more to add to the game, not having all that wear and tear on your body, that bodes well for somebody I can grab in the, like you said, second, third round, and we get to moving, right? We get to working, bro. Or Caleb Johnson. That's another one. Very durable at his time with Iowa, bro. Only had like tech injury, and that shit was like in 2023, right? So it's like that man at his size to be durable like that and to not have any injuries, bro. I feel like Caleb Johnson pairs perfectly with fucking Raheem Mostert. I would love that shit, dog. That's that shit right there, bro. If we were to get them two dudes, you get Caleb Johnson. Now you got a Raheem Mostert. You add maybe if you want to keep Sincere Shore, I'm fucking with that. I like that room, bro. I'll still take another one, undrafted or whatever.
Definitely. Yep. And then there's gonna be a lot of dudes that even go undrafted. It's just that's how deep this class is. So I don't know. I every time I hear that triggers me, bro. And I'm over there, typing up and keyboard warring. I'm like, what are we doing? Why at 6? Because that's expected of us. I'm like, no. How could you want a guy that high on this class where you can get so many dudes? And I keep saying it over and over and over. The meat and potatoes of this draft is between rounds 2 and 5. That's really where you can get all the top tier 100%. Talent in multiple classes, right? Talking about linebacker.
Some teams gonna make some dumbass decisions. You feel me? Like, and we gonna get some dudes that slip that shouldn't, like Jackson Powers last year. No way Jackson Powers should have been in the second round, dog. Stupid. But we thank teams for being dumb.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even Bowers, bro. Bowers, no way. Now looking back at it, bro, where you think Bowers gets selected last year's draft? Looking back at it now.
I mean, what he was projected at 6, 7, something like that.
Oh, it was like a damn near top 5 pick.
Yeah.
And he got picked 13th.
Got picked 13th.
No way. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, you probably redraft Bowers is up there. That motherfucker.
Knowing what everybody knows now, he's going number 1 overall, right?
Oh yeah,
or number 3, right? You do number 3, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's like, if you look back at a lot of drafts, especially with us, but if you look back at a lot of drafts, bro, a lot of teams do some dumbass things that they probably shouldn't do. So if you're just a good drafting team, which I feel like we're going to be this year, we're gonna be on the come up, bro. We're gonna be on the come up.
Yeah,
There we go.
I like what Gio said. Yep,
Khalil Mullins, baby.
Yep,
Khalil Mullins.
Yep.
Nobody talk about him.
Nobody talk. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch the tape on Khalil Mullins over at Michigan. Beast.
I like
guys
Khalil,
like
dog.
6'3", 6'4", 225.
He's about I think 6'2", 220 something. Yeah.
Yeah,
6'2",
he's a
220 something.
monster. He's a monster.
Former linebacker, man. Former linebacker.
Yep. Converted it to running back. Smashing dudes. So yeah. Look, those type of dudes are available. I mean, and for us to be like, oh, let's go get Genty at 6. I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
I feel like it's lazy. Like it's lazy by all media. I feel like it's lazy from a lot of people when they just slot him in there because we need a fucking running back and Pete Carroll likes running backs and blah blah blah. Like, bro, that's lazy, bro. That's lazy. You're not giving me no explanation. Now, when people, if we're not gonna go Shador and we go offense, another guy I like, and shout out to you and shout out to our guy LV too. I think Raider Alex said it. McMillan. You get McMillan. And when people say McMillan, that at least fucking makes sense, right? Because you're like, well, we need an X. We need a bigger body receiver. We don't have anybody that has the catch radius that he has. Pair well with Jacoby Myers and Bowers and Tucker, and it's a good room, right? It complements. And we've seen Geno be good with that type of body type of receiver, right? Like that big body, he had DK and all them. He's good with that type. So I can work with that. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Just just saying, get Genty because their running back, because their run game was bad last year. That shit is lazy to me, bro. It's just lazy.
I mean, even if you don't get McMillan at 6, right? I mean, with again, this wide receiver class is deep too. I mean, if let's say let me put on my GM hat. If I'm at 6, right? Shador's not there. He gets snatched up, and I have the opportunity to get Mason Graham. I'm getting Mason Graham. If he's not there, if he's not there,
all day and night.
Yeah, if he's not there, then I'm trading back because I've seen the projections for Will Johnson. Will Johnson goes back, I think even at 10 or a little bit farther than that, but he's still top 15 for sure. So I can make a trade with Dallas. Yeah, because they'll fucking
if they want Genty at 6, so be it.
They'll definitely buy Genty at 6. Yep. Give me another second. Give me another third. I'll give you your guy. You can have him for sure. And then I can go ahead and get Will Johnson at 12. Or I can go ahead and get let me get a top wide receiver, right? Umika from
Buka. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
I like
Buka.
him.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Right. Or you can even make the case of now getting Dart at 12. Dart at 12 makes a little bit more sense than getting him at 6.
I'd still be mad as
because
hell.
I've heard that shit before. I'm like, no,
I'd still be mad as hell if they did that, bro. That'd be so stupid.
It makes a little bit more sense at that point, but I can still trade
a little
down,
bit.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You go down from there. Raider Alex, he says that Genty has a chance to be generational. This is where my hater hat comes on, I guess, if that's what you want to put it. Or let's just say running back hat. For me, bro, I don't see generational. I could be the one. Y'all can call me stupid if you want. When I look at Genty, bro, when I think of generational running back, I think of Saquon Barkley. Like when I saw Saquon at Penn State, I understood what that was. That's different. You're not seeing motherfuckers that move that quick and do what he does, right? Like Saquon is a different beast and animal, is what I think about generational running back, right? Because I don't think you build him like that no more, or like that too often. With Genty, I like Genty. I feel like some of what he does is being overblown a tad, and this is coming from pure running back speak, where it's like a lot of what he does, what I said before, is contact balance, right? A lot of what he does is bouncing off of things and doing that at a high degree, which can work in the league. It definitely can work, but the consistency of when it can work against these bigger bodies is the question mark, right? Like, how consistently are we going to bounce off a Chris Jones, a Khalil Mack, like everybody says, like some of these guys that we have to go against. Brandon, is it Bearing, I believe, from Denver, or Dre Greenlaw when he comes in. How are we going to consistently bounce off of these tackles? You know what I mean? Like, that's my question mark, because that's his superpower. It's the balance. He has the almost Camara like contact balance where shit's unnatural, unhuman sometimes, where he can get hit off balance and still get up there. But the consistency at which he does it at his size is going to be the question for me. Is how long can he do that for?
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Oh man, I missed. Okay, so Gio says trade down and pick up Higgins and O-line. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's where you can do something like that if Shadur's not there, if Graham is not there. You can go ahead and trade down in that situation, which I'm up all for it. You know, like you can try to do best player available, but I mean, look at what would be picked if you're at 6, right? You're talking about Abdul Carter gone. You're talking about Travis Hunter be gone. Cam's gone. Shadur's gone. Right. That's already the 4 dudes, and then I'm missing one, right? Let's say Mason would be gone, right? So that's 5 dudes. 5 dudes that are gone. What's there to pick, right? Do you really want to go for Will Campbell at 6? Not after the combine he's had. I would wait. I would trade down.
Well,
He'll be available
he's
on
more of
lower
a
round.
guard.
Yeah, I think he plays tackle, right? Tackle guard, something like that. So, I feel that you can go ahead and get him at 12 or something like that. I feel that he would be available. But there would be slim pickings. There would be some pickings as far as top tier talent, right? That's where you would trade down and get Emeka or or a guard. You got Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State. That's somebody that, speaking of guards, because that's what we needed, right? I think we're like one guard away from having a really solid O line. I think that's a potential move that you can go ahead and make. My guy Steven says McMillan has good hands, but he's not fast enough. Yeah, I think it's at the stride, and that's what I saw in the combine was a stride. His stride just kind of a little bit off putting. I mean, I think he runs just either just under 4.5 or 4.5, something like that. But it's just that 6'5" height that's there. I like Jaden Higgins. That's another guy you can go ahead and go after as well. So let's see. I went a little bit high. All right. My guy now, man, Dylan Sampson, Raheem Moser is salt and pepper for sure, bro. I like Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee. I feel that he's a really solid running back. I think he can definitely fit what we have here. Brewing in Vegas for sure. Rafa, salute to my guy Rafa. I would love to see Mason Graham and Dylan Sampson getting drafted for the Raiders. I don't want to see Shadur go to the Raiders. Okay. Well, what do you base that off of, bro? Why? What do you base off of you not wanting Shadur? Let me know for sure. My guy Jack says no dart. Raiders have Geno. Yeah, but then what? I mean, if they extend Geno, bro, he's only gonna be here as long as Pete's here. Then we have to go through this carousel all over again. So I feel the move, no matter whether at 6 or at 37 or at I forgot what the 68. I think 68 is the next pick, or 68 is the next pick. They're still going to go ahead and go out draft a quarterback for sure. Let's see. Okay. Shout out to my guy Michael. I don't get hung up on pick numbers. The draft projections are just that, projections. One minority owned has a 7th round and became the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, projections are projections. At the end of the day, nothing's guaranteed, man. I mean, There's no saying that the number 6 pick is going to be the guy. Hang on one second. Let me bring my guy run. There we go. There's nothing guaranteed with the draft picks, right? You can draft somebody at 6 and not work out. You can draft somebody at, 100 and 180 and not work out. There's no guarantee. You can make a most educated guess, and that's at the end of the day, that's what you gotta go ahead and go with, right? You gotta make your best decision.
I have a backup plan. I know what my backup plan at quarterback is. I mean, and some people ain't gonna like it, and I'm gonna go hard on the agenda push this next week, bro. But hey, look, if we not getting Shador, I'm going after Joe Milton, man. I'm gonna get Joe Milton. I'm not. If we're talking about all these late round dudes, you tell me, right? Is you think Jalen Milroe is head and shoulders above Joe Milton?
No, for sure, no.
Not as a thrower, as a runner, for sure.
No.
Yeah, as a runner for sure. But as a thrower, no.
Project.
No. Yeah. Okay. Now we look at Dylan Gabriel. It's not even comparable. Stop that. It's not even comparable. Okay. Now we look at, maybe you want to say Tyler Shook. Okay, sure. But Joe Milton is younger than Tyler Shook. Tyler Shook is 25 years old, right? Joe Milton, I think he's only like 20, 21. There's that. Okay. And then now, last but not least, the Will Howard. That's the one you can make the argument about. But again, Joe Milton has a stronger arm, a little bit more athleticism, right, than Will Howard does. For me, bro, if we're talking about developmental guy, what I saw from Joe Milton last year when he played preseason and even that regular season game, I'm gonna take Joe Milton, dog, because I only got to give up like a 5th, 6th round pick. Feel me? And that's and with Milton, with Milroe, with Howard, you'd have to spend a 3rd, right? Like you're gonna have to spend a 3rd round pick, and that's Oh, Joe Milton 25? Is he 25? Shit, he already got if he's 25, I'll take a year in the league as well, though. A year in the league is cool for me. At least he already got 1 year in his belt. I'm still taking it, though. So you take him, he got 1 year under his belt. Just for me, bro, I've seen him in NFL competition. I only got to spend a 5th round pick, premium 3rd round capital. I probably don't have to have no more because now we only got 1 3rd round pick. So it's like, it is what it is. Yeah, they not getting no 4th. Yeah. I saw what my guy Dre says they can want all they want. They not getting no 4th. It's not happening. The 5th round, take the 5th round, baby.
Round.
Yeah,
exactly. And just so you guys know, I mean, they got Drake May. They picked up Joshua Dobbs this week as well. So then they got they're gonna get they have Milton there. So that's why you're seeing like, hey, Pats are looking to go ahead and make a trade for Milton, see who's interested, right? And as we get closer and closer to the draft, or even after the draft, that's where you probably have offers that come through, right?
Bro, y'all do me a favor, bro. Just go rewatch that last game he played last year. Just do me a favor. Just go rewatch it, bro. And I don't even talk about highlights. If you want to watch the highlights, fine. But if you want to go in depth, watch the film too, bro. I'm telling you, go watch that game. And that was enough for me to be like, nah. I'm not. He's better than some of these other dudes in the draft, bro. That's just me personally.
Yeah. There you go. I'm not mad at that. I know the Joe Milton talk had died down, but now that he's pushing really on the trade block, that might be a move too. So that either can happen after the draft or before the draft. Never know. Let's go ahead and take some more more comments, more questions from the chat. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. We're heading over to a 2-hour mark. Again, appreciate the 100 people in the building. Salute to you guys. Make sure you guys check in, head over to the channels and hit that subscribe button. Click those thumbs, help the algorithm, and support the shows for sure, 100%. My guy, God Family and Raiders says, trade back to middle 1st round, pick up T-Mac, Emenawari, or Siobhan Revel. Then with the 2nd round pick, take Judkins and best D lineman or O lineman, or even have Trey Harris. If no wide receiver in 2nd, Jaden Higgins in 3rd. Facts,
not bad. They already have a
Higgins.
top 30 visit with Malachi Starks and Eamon Wari. So they got a top 30 visit. They coming in. Yeah, they coming in.
Oh yeah. So there's guys that are gonna come in and do like private workouts at our facility. Dudes that we like out at the combine, invite them over, have them go ahead and do some workouts and really see what they can do. Along that list, it would be Cam and Shador for sure. But guys like Imanori, couple of receivers out there for sure as well. My guy 939 man. I think all know there is only one QB. Maybe that would be the first rounder last year, and it's not Sanders.
Who?
Who?
Who? Stop it, bro. Stop it. We're not gonna play that game right now.
Okay, this is the thing, and I was telling Jack where you were off, because he's like no on Sanders, right? And he's like the Raiders got the QB for the next couple of seasons. Bigger needs not in order: linebackers, running backs, wide receiver, guard. But Gino's only here for the time that Pete's here. What are you gonna do after that? If you don't have a plan in place, we're gonna be back right in the same position as we were the last 2 years, going through a quarterback carousel. I'm not wanting to go through that. That's such an important position. You need to have an answer. You need to have.
I'm not with that, bro. And Nav, man, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I watched JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix get picked in the first round last year. To tell me Shador is not a first rounder is wild, asinine. When I literally saw them two dudes get picked last year. And they're not. I don't care what you say. Yeah, they got picked in the first round. They're not first round picks. They're second round picks. That's how I feel. But for me, you're completely right, bro. This is 2-3 years. That's nothing. That we need more. You need more as far as so you're never in this situation again. To say, all right, bro. Well, we got the plan, we got the backup, we feel comfortable with that. All right, we continue.
Yeah, for sure. Pig says I would have drafted Joe Milton to work under AP, but Tom said they did not consider any of the lower round QBs.
Well, I mean, Tom didn't really give a fuck about the job anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Tom was doing bare minimum, dog. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. Tommy T was doing bare fucking minimum.
All right, God Family Race says Milton played against backups that game, not the best eye test.
Them backups would beat any college team right now.
Yeah, he's talking about like what's out there in the draft. Yeah, Jaden Higgins could end up going higher than these mocks say. Could argue he's right there with T-Mac. I know his draft, he did have a really, really good combine. He was fast. Obviously, he's that tall receiver. Maybe late first rounds. I don't know if you would put him up there with T-Mac, bro. You're talking about top 10.
No, fuck no. Top 10 receiver, but he's up there as far as what he can do. He's definitely a second round pick to me, second or third round pick.
Yeah, for sure. Eric Raiders, Salute Nation. Yeah, we missed out on Beckman. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, somebody said it earlier. He is going to be playing guard, so yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's going to end up playing guard after all.
Yeah, he's going to play guard.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the dealings, but I'm pretty sure we were talking to him. I think the price tag was just probably too much.
Yeah, see what he did. See what happens.
Yeah. So Robert says, I'm making money on this team for sure, finding it out with the Chargers for last. Okay. Man, you gotta be positive, bro.
Hey.
I want that negativity, my guy.
I don't know about that. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Says the real answer is defense. Look at Philly this year. Yeah. So I don't think we're done at defense. I mean, there was a lot of signings defensively. That's what we had this week. I still think that's still going to come through the pipeline. I don't see that really stopping, especially with Pete being a defensive-minded guy,
right?
For sure. So I don't see that. I don't see that stopping for sure.
Nah, I don't see it
either. Jack says, Jay, run if it's between Shador or Mason Graham. Who? Shador, bro.
It's not a question.
That's it. Yep.
That's a
It's
question.
fact. All right. I think, and then we'll take this last question here, or last comment. No matter what the QB we get, they will sit for at least 1 or 2 years behind
Yep.
Geno. TB12 said it doesn't look like rookie QB starting day one. They need to develop them first. Facts, bro. And
Which I
that's
mean, it
really what's
is
gonna
what it
happen.
is, bro. As long as you
Yeah.
have the solution or you have somebody that you feel comfortable with, then we can all feel comfortable. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah. That's all it is. You got to have a plan for the future. That's
Yeah.
all it is. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Uh, and my guy Tony, bro,
What up,
came in
Tony?
late.
What's the deal?
I agree with what Rundown said yesterday that Genty talked to the Raiders at 6. Is smoke. Strummer trade. Yep.
Nobody,
Yep.
no, bro. We still got a month and some change left. There's no way you can tell me that all of a sudden it's getting leaked that he has a ton of supporters in the building, bro. There's still like a month and some change, so it's way too early to be having them type of leaks like that.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, but I think that about wraps it up for us. Again, appreciate everyone tapping in on this Saturday morning. Appreciate you guys as always. Salute to nearly 100 people in the building still here. If you haven't done so already, make sure you guys go check in, hit that subscribe button on both
Yes,
channels.
sir.
Click them likes for sure. Even on Radio Nation Live, everybody tapping in. If you're new over there, make sure you guys head over there and give them a subscribe as well.
Yep.
And then let Run go ahead and let them know what you have going on this week. Um, and then I'll go after that.
Oh, you already know what
Uh,
time it is, man. Appreciate you, man.
yes, sir.
Everybody, make sure you guys are tapping in on Saturday mornings, right? We're gonna be doing the show every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Pacific time. So if you want some more, more of that Raider talk to start your morning off, make sure you guys are tapping in with us Saturday mornings, man. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna always try to bring new people on.
Mhm.
As far as my solo channel, right, this week we gonna start tapping into more draft content. So make sure you guys are tapping in with me. Keep your notifications on. Keep all what you gotta keep on. Because we're gonna be doing some more draft content this week. Tapping in with some prospects, tapping in where we can go. If the Raiders make some signings, sure, but we're really gonna be getting into the draft and things of that nature, man. So make sure everybody stays up to date with what we got going on the rundown, bro. You already know what time it is, bro. And appreciate my guy Jay, man, for inviting me on this show right here, man. We can go ahead and share
Oh,
this,
bro,
share the
it's
space.
my pleasure. Thank you, man. Thank you for it's an honor. Thank you for being on the show. Make sure you guys tap into State of the Nation on Tuesday, 7 p.m. With my guy Run and Tito Linus, my other guy, my co-host on Wednesdays. They do the show on Tuesdays, so make sure you guys are tapping in for that. And like we said, we actually have guests booked up for the next like month, bro. That we
We
have
working,
lined
bro.
up.
We
So
working. You feel me?
we're working. We're making shit happen. Bringing great content for you
You feel
guys
me?
for sure.
I love it, bro. I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I asked people what I
Yeah.
needed to add to my show. They said more interviews. So you know what? We gonna get the people what they want, man.
Boom. Boom. Just so you guys know, next week our guest is gonna be Lunatic Raider. Our guy from Raider Allegiance. Salute to him. He's gonna be our guest on the show. It's gonna be a
Fire.
great show. I love
Yeah.
Luna, man. He keeps it fucking hilarious
It's
in
gonna
this
be fire, bro.
motherfucker, and
And I've
keeps
been
it
watching
real
some
for
of his
sure.
shit. You know what I mean? So he got some good takes, man. He gonna come over here and do his thing.
Yeah,
Shout out
he's
to
gonna.
Low, by the way, and Gravy and all them too, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Always
Salute
great
to the
content
guys.
they got over there, bro.
Salute to everybody at Rain Nation Live, Gabe, Gravy, our guy Low for sure. Appreciate all of you guys. I have now I had all Raider Nation Live on Good Morning Raiders, so
You
I
feel
love it.
me?
I
We
love it.
good. We
I
good.
love it. Yeah, so we got our show booked up for the next month. So make sure you guys tap in, turn on notifications. Run is gonna be here with me, so we're gonna be bringing it to you for sure. For me, make sure you guys tap into the Monday show. Raiders Unfiltered every damn Monday night at 9 p.m. Pacific, right after Cheeto's show, Buddha Raider podcast. Make sure you guys head over to Cheeto's channel. Go ahead and give him a subscribe for sure. And then on Wednesday, we have the panel show, the Raider Connection. That is with Cheeto Linus, Jeff New England Booster, which is here, and our guy LV Raider 10, and myself. It's a panel show. We do it every damn Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. So if you want to hear different takes, different points of view, This is a great show to go ahead and tap in. We have our guy Run on every now and then as our guest, so he taps in pretty
Mhm.
frequently, and we love it. And we have a fire show every time for sure. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap in the Radio Connection every damn Wednesday for sure. But I think other than that, appreciate everybody. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts, man. As y'all see, right? Low came on here, and I think I got to reiterate it every time, but just to let people know, especially new people, how we get down, bro. As y'all see, bro, like Low came in here, he has some conflicting ideas and opinions on what I felt, what Jay felt. At no time, again, bro, did this shit get disrespectful. You feel me? Because
Yep.
it's all family. We all want the
Mhm.
same thing. It is
Yep.
always to
Exactly.
win. You feel what I'm saying? And again, the government gonna make more money anyway, so it don't matter. Ain't no, and we don't need to be sitting here getting mad at somebody's opinion, beefing, calling them this, and that because they differ. Right? Let me
Right.
understand your point. Let's understand why somebody feels and speaks and thinks the way that they think. And then from there, you give your opinion. If you still can't meet in the middle, then it is what it is. So be it, right? But that's what needs to happen more within the nation, bro. It's too
Yep.
much bickering, it's too much bitching back and forth, bro. We all want the same thing, dog. We may go about it different ways, but it's
Yeah.
it's possible to have a civilized conversation and still disagree. It is possible.
Hmm. Yeah. Exactly. The goal is always for the Raiders to get back to winning form and win a Super Bowl. That's
That's
always the
it.
goal. That's
That's
always
it.
the goal. No matter how you slice it up, we just differentiate how to go about it. That's all.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, I agree with you 100%. We just need to be more united at all levels, not just on the content creator side, but even just the regular fan base.
Yeah.
It's just how we go about shit for sure.
All about that.
Um, but I think that's well put. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for us. Again, appreciate everyone tapping in. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for sure. And then we'll see y'all next time, next Saturday here at 10
Yes,
a.m. Pacific
sir.
with our guy Lunatic Raider. Make sure you guys tap into that show for sure. And go ahead, bro. Sign us off, and then I'll sign us off too.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. We're going to see you next time here on the Good Morning Raiders podcast, air on Saturday mornings, man. Until then, hey, why get the cartoons and cereal when you can have the Good Morning Raiders and cereal, man? You know what time it is, man. See
For
y'all
sure.
next week, bro, and it's going to be a great one next week, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Appreciate you guys. And as always, just remember, just Raiders, baby. Peace out, nation. Till next time. Peace. I'm gonna throw in my new intro. There you go.
There we go.
Hope you guys like it.